Guys, my favorite part about this right here, I just found this lady's channel like maybe 10 minutes ago, and it's now May 1st, I think. No, May 2nd now. But yeah, I thought this was the best ever because I never really get to see many of the Niqabi Muslims out there in public. And I just thought it was so cool, and I'm glad she spoke about it because about being hot when she's in that thing, especially in the summertime. And the ones who live in the southern states, baby, if I was y'all, I'll try to find me a cold place to live. But I just thought this was a brilliant idea because I would, even though I'm not their religion, I would totally wear this because nobody would know who I am. They'll just see my eyes and be like, "Oh, it's one of those Muslim ladies or Muslim." I don't know. People fight over how to pronunciate it. I mean, pronounce it. So, but the thing is, I was not too long ago thinking about a guy I dated back when DHS still had my son staying with my stepdad. And, well, I'll just say my dad because we've always called him my dad, but lately I've been saying stepdad. But anyways, um, it reminded me of this guy, Lamine Bey. That's not his real name, but that's the name he went by here. Um, he used to talk with his mom. He was a really kind guy. He spoke French. He spoke Spanish, French, and some one other language. But I think he spoke 5 languages. But or 3 or 5 of them were fluent. But I know he spoke Spanish really well, and English, and I think Arabic. So anyways, he taught me a little bit of some of the language, and he dated me for a little bit, but then he started to have some sort of attitude, and at the time I was like stressed out. I didn't have time for that. Like, he was a really nice guy, but he started saying he loved me way too fast, and I was like, oh no, I'm not getting involved in this green card stuff. So me and him parted ways, but he was upset because I was questioning him about some of the things he told me, like when he left his wife behind in Brazil with their son. He showed me pictures of their son. He was, but yeah, I was concerned of why would he just leave his wife behind like that? But he said that she wanted to stay in Brazil, and as soon as he left, not long after he left, she got married to somebody else. That's crazy, bro. That was 222 again. I've been seeing that a lot. 333, 1111, 111, 444, 555. But yeah, it was cool dating him because he was a peaceful guy for the most part. Like, he wasn't trying to argue or fight, but if I wasn't trying to do nothing he wanted me to do, and y'all know it's one of the main things, I'm like, aren't you Muslim? That didn't matter, baby. They still got a dingaling. But he even prayed in my house a few times. That's what I really admired about him the most, is that he was faithful to his religion. And he asked me if I would convert to it, and I considered it, but because I was raised Christian, so I only know Jesus, and um, but they say he told me Allah, and it's the same thing as Christianity. Muslim is the same as Christianity, but I was like, well, if that's the case, then why is he trying so hard to get me to convert um, to his religion and so quick? I was like, first I have to learn to recite the Quran, and I don't. I used to see him do like his prayers, and it touched my heart the most because I thought that he was a faithful man. At least he seemed pretty loyal. He seemed like a really good guy. Like, because there's other ones that I've met that were Somali, but they were Muslim, and I saw some of the activities they partook in. I was like, baby, I know you ain't the real deal, because the stuff I see y'all doing, you just like the hypocritical Christians. So I don't want to hear it. So that's why, to me, the religion kind of doesn't matter to me, to be honest. The reason why I said kind of is because the Luciferian, I'm not so sure about um, accepting serving Lucifer, but yeah, I don't know about that because of the things that have been said to come along with that. But other religions, I mean, yeah, I'm open to, like, I don't care if somebody have a religion, if they're Muslim or Buddhist or any other religion like that. It's because they seem like they promote peace as much. I mean, I would think, but again, I have seen some violent things in Muslim countries as well, though, for them standing by. So that's kind of why people probably have like a misconception about that religion. Because I remember on this channel, Miss Ninja Mommy said something about the biggest lie she was believed or something. It was a short, and it says that the West cares about Muslims or Muslims. And that's kind of sad, because just because somebody see that, that's what I would be fearful of people who are disrespectful of those people that are Muslim and practice covering themselves. I like this one because at first I used to be like, they doing too much. I ain't gonna lie, because I'm like, why are you doing all that if you was born naked? And it could be said the same thing for why people in the world general wear clothes if they were born in the world naked. That, I mean, think about it. So now we all, but they cover all the way up, because I'm like, damn, baby, you ain't hot. But she said it on here. She said they hot. But I ain't gonna lie. One time I saw a lady wearing one of these type of clothes. Her face wasn't covered though. Even on this video, later in this video, it's another woman. Her face is not covered, or it might have been. So, anyways, it's cool that her husband did marry her without seeing her face. She said she thinks he's crazy, but you know what? That's kind of, I like that, because he like married her obviously for better reasons, not because, maybe one, because their religion, how those women are raised to treat the man in the first place, and then two, like, she already know the religion and she covers herself, so he ain't got to worry about men trying to like look at his wife and try to steal her from him. That is one of the main two reasons why I think that he didn't care about seeing her face, and the third main reason is because I'm pretty sure she's a sweetheart, or she treated him well, or he saw like the treasure that she is within herself, like deep down. He probably was able to see that, and so those are like really good. That's the main thing I think, because especially men here in the West, they will not just marry you just without seeing your face, and let alone your body. These niggas out here. So I said, you know what, if I ever want to cover myself up, I'm gonna become a ninja mommy. I'm gonna put a whole big ass um, Muslim clothes on, a niqabi. I think, I don't know if that's exactly what that's called, the hijab and everything. So all you see is my eyes, and even then, I'll probably wear sunglasses on top. But they be like, "Oh, you know, she top secret. That's a cover up." And they said the eyes are the windows to the soul anyway. So that's really all you need to show if you want to marry a good person, because a demon can be inside of a body. So, and even then, some people are not good at seeing like spiritually in someone's eyes. Some people know about that too, because that's why when I meet certain people, I notice when I'm looking them in their eyes, they keep looking away, and they'll turn their eyes in different directions and barely make eye contact. So, anyways, that's pretty cool. I like that he married her like that. And my most favorite part that made me make this video in the first place is the part when she said she's in Niqabi. Of course, she's smiling at people and wondering why they're not smiling back, because that was all of I'm trying not to see. I'll say C19 season, because I would be smiling at people, and then because I smile um, a lot of the times when it comes to certain things, and then I was smiling with my mask on, it all people would do is just see me staring at them. They wouldn't see me actually smiling at them. But sometimes you can make your eyes smile too. Learned that from America's Next Top Model. America's Next Top Model taught that. Let's see. That's my favorite part too. When she's in the Niqabi, of course, people think she's oppressed and that her husband forced her to wear that. I know that's not really funny, y'all, but because she showed right that people be having those type of thoughts, and I used to be feeling bad for those ladies too. I used to be feeling bad, like poor thing. But and then, little do we know, a lot of them probably choose to wear that because that's their religion. They don't, even though that's their religion. I have heard about some oppression though in countries that mistreat their men. So that's understandable why people think that though. But here she is, happy and living it up, and willingly wearing that. Meanwhile, I'm imagining people that see her, they probably feel bad for her, be like, "Po thing," too, saying that her man, and then they judge the man. They look at him like they instantly judge him. They judge him and then be like, you like, just thinking certain things about him, like, you mf, how dare you make her walk around and wear that thing and it's hot as hell outside, meanwhile you're walking around with just this shirt on and some pants or whatever, or some shorts, and no, like, they'll be judging and they'll be looking at him, judging him like he's the oppressor of her, and she's such a kind, sweet soul, and just making her pop a bunch of kids out, wearing some hot blankets all over her body or sheets, while he get to be free and go like pick and choose other different women. Uh, Guys seem kind of spoiled in that manner though, because I have met some Muslim men who had bad attitudes, and I think, well, one of them wanted to, no, it was actually two. It's like they only saw, I guess it's a black woman thing. It's like they wanted, I forgot the name they call it. I guess sodomize. It's like they always wanted to do anal, and they were upset with me for not wanting to do that. One, he just completely dismissed me like I was nothing because I wouldn't let him do anal. What the freak? Are you kidding me? So I was like, hell no. Meanwhile, in Dubai, they want to pay mugs to shit on them. So it was just crazy. So it's understandable why people have different misconceptions about that religion, because I met the best and the worst of those type of people, the ones who that their religion is Muslim and they're from the Middle East or from some country that practices um, Muslim religion. I was trying to think of the name, but yeah, that's unfortunate. It was actually really nice to meet a guy who was faithful with that religion, and he had, for the most part, a good attitude. Like he was respectful. Like when I met him at a job that Express Employment did send me out to when we were working at the Timbers game, the Timbers stadium, cleaning up in the Timber Stadium. He did a lot of the work for me, thinking that I should not be doing all the work myself. He was like, no, no, no. He just let me carry the bucket and he did the rest. And I really respected that about him, because he was like a man who took charge in a good way, not in a forceful, disrespectful manner, like one of those other gang stalking men tried to do, call himself taking charge. And I kind of liked it, like, I told him I didn't need any help, and he just snatched it out of my hand to help me anyways. But then I realized he only did it to like be like, you're not going to tell me what to do. But yeah, but I like the way his name was spelled Bay, but he pronounced it by instead of Bay, by. Lamin by. And I forgot he have another name, but it's from his country. But yeah, that's the name he goes by here in America. And he was trying to get married. That's why it was scaring me that he was trying to get married so fast, because I was like, oh no, you're not about to do me like you did your ex-wife in Brazil. And then I was like, well, if his wife was Brazilian, he had a baby and he just left her behind like that. He's no telling what he'll do with me. And I start letting him know my concerns about like black men here in America, but especially here in Oregon. I know I heard other women say it's other places too, but I'd be like, they don't really they're not really loyal or respectful to us. So I had a fear of trying to be in a relationship with him so quickly, because the African American men I know up here in Oregon, they just use black women. They use women, period. Because some of them degraded and talk nasty about even some of the Caucasian women that they were dating, and that's how I found out like what some of these African American men's agendas were. and how, like, even though they were being disrespectful when they saw a African American melanated woman, I'll just say melanated women walking by them, like they would be like rude and disrespectful. But that is a whole psychological thing behind that. I won't get into that because that's not what this video is about. It was mostly about this lady, that the Niqabi, but it reminded me about the first loyal, respectful Muslim I've met that didn't get upset with me that easily for stupid stuff, because the other ones, they had a complex, like, I'm a woman, I'm supposed to do whatever they say even if it was detrimental to me and I didn't want to. Those were the toxic ones, those were the narcissistic Muslim men, and they all were not faithful like this other dude I met. But he was just getting mad though. This last one by was just getting mad because he started to see that it may not be so easy. And then he told me he doesn't need me, it's God that will is God that will do something. I forgot what he said, but I like the fact that he said God, that he was dependent on the Most High. Like, no, he's not going to be dependent on a woman or anybody to make anything happen for him. That he had his trust and his faith in God, and that's what I liked about him a lot. But he was trying to be kind of rude at that point though, when he said that, because I think he knew that I was it's not going to be easy to just get me to marry him so he can, move forward. Because I was like, after once he gets settled, then how he's going to treat me. Because this happened before, where this man, he was from, I can't remember what part of Africa he was from, but he called himself Dumbi or something like that. I can't remember the name, but I know his face though. He was in Italy at the time when I spoke to him on Facebook years ago. And then he finally made it to America. He married this Caucasian woman, and he even had a kid with the woman. The woman got pissed off. She called me and she cursed me out. She was saying, please do not ever speak to my husband ever again. And I was like, oh, hell no. That's how I found out. Because he married the woman, and he had the audacity to call me trying to flirt on the phone and talk, flirt and say certain things. Maybe he shouldn't be saying, as a man who's married to. He didn't let her know. She got upset. She blocked the phone number and everything. I was like, this bitch don't even know who the hell I am. And she made it like it's my fault that she chose to convert to his religion and get mad at me because she did that. I'm like, phew, she don't even know. And then ever since that happened, I never looked at certain men again the same way, because he was such a charming man, and he was kind, but and he knows how to, basically, I'll just say he was charming. And then he made it to America. He didn't even give a damn about his Caucasian wife. He just had her. He made her. He basically got her, not made her, but like convinced her to switch to his religion and everything, to just so that everything can look right and work out for him to get his green card. And he was not, he like the stuff she told me, I was like, this man, he wasn't even caring. Like the way he was talking to me, he totally had no regard for him having a wife and a kid. And I was like, he had a whole freaking family, and he was trying to talk to me like he still was trying to get at me. And I was like, that it didn't make any sense. So it made me alarmed that men will do anything out here. Like, I understand that survival mode mindset, but at the same time, instead of me being a victim, I just wanted to share that story so women can realize, like, these men will act out just the same way they say women do. Men do the same thing. They will put on an act and put and do the whole 9 yards, marry your ass, get you to convert, act, make you feel real special, like you're his one and only, and behind the scenes disregard your ass like he ain't never met you, or you, like, you're tripping, like you should know that he was like that in the first place, but he showed one side of himself to you that he didn't show you. um the other side of himself that you're experiencing, he didn't show that side to you at first. He made it seem like you're his one and only. He was only planning on marrying you, but they be having agendas, and they be playing that part real good. So just be careful out there, and men and women, because these people be slick out here. But yeah, this video, I just thought it was cool that she called herself Ninja Mommy, because she showed her eyes only. And I rarely see those type of Muslim ladies. I only see the ones that don't cover their face. but they have everything else covered. But I'm starting to like this new look like this. And in fact, I just realized I don't even have to do all that. I could just, well, for going in banks and stuff, maybe that's a good idea. Because then they can't say, can you remove your mask? It'll look like I'm a religious lady. So they can't force, there'll be discrimination. They'll be discriminatory if they try to tell me I have to take my mask off. Because I'm not even going in there to rob them, anyways. Maybe I just don't want anybody to know who I am. That's what I'm talking about. Because, like, why would I do that? They already have movies that show how people get caught even long time later, from robbing a bank. So that's stupid. I would not even do that. So for anybody who might try to say, "Oh, so one day she might try to rob her bank. That's why she don't want them to make her take it off when she goes in the bank." No, guys, I will not do that. So yeah, guys, just be really careful out there, and just know that some men that are Muslim, they even think that they're better than Christians just because of the name. And the ones that are upright, the upright Muslims that actually are faithful to their religion and do what they're supposed to do, those are the ones that make the bad ones think they can get away with saying they're Muslim, even though you clearly see their lifestyle. I've seen the hood Muslims. The ones that's doing crimes and beating their wives and mistreating their wives, crying over wanting to sleep with their cousin and stuff like that because their cousin left them behind after they got married to get the citizenship here and then break up. This dude I know, he's still crying over his cousin vagina because she left. I didn't see all kind of ratchet activity from several different Muslim men. It's not just one. It's different men who don't know each other. So yeah, and it's the same thing that goes for Christians. They're being fake Christians. There's fake Muslims out there, and I'm pretty sure there's fake Buddhists out there too. So be careful, guys. And sorry, this went too long. Yeah, that's my favorite part too. Of course, you feel hot. All right, guys, take care.